Raiders. The stadium itself might be a bit newer, but it's a rivalry that still burns hot. And here we go, the Battle of the Bay from Santa Clara.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On on second down. Turner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first, here's Washington. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They get it to him running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. DeForest Buckner. Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Uses the spin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Dance, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Monday down.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Oh, that's what an effort. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over. Carr now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Turner. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On second down, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Throwing his Carr on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. This was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
93.
Carr to throw on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. 3rd down here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 77 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1:59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Carr finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
24. We got three, fellas. We got three. OP.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Gun! Set! Boom! Landed!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Daniels that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Rolling to his right. And his pass incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't
Carr now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Get set. 185.
From the gun, Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You got 56 there.
They'll try the left side. Turner, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
29.
On 3rd down, Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Daniels has it left side. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
No, check.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gun! Detroit! No, check. Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Gun!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run on first down. Turner, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr fighting down pass. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 57 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Stephon Diggs, 88 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric. And they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Carr now on first down. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Go. Get set. Listen hot.
Carr will try it again on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw on third down, Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, it's Jones. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Floating one, incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target, and it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all you needed to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now back to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Stephon Diggs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Go, go. We got it, we got it, we got it. Mike.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
That's up. 29. He's coming. That's up.
Throwing his car on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw that happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They'll drop the throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the balls are driving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he falls in there. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. A spin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
This is McCaffrey. What a spin. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.